Hello friends, welcome to our channel Sukun FM English. Friends, if you are visit our channel first time, please subscribe our channel Sukun FM English. If you enjoy the story Secret Son-in-Law Shadow King, please like our story and share our story with your friends in your WhatsApp groups and leave a comment in our comment section. Let's we listens today's episode number 62 of Secret Son-in-Law. Let's begin the story. To gain Aniket's trust, Summer kissed Ira. Seeing this, Aniket got angry and when he come forward to punch Summer, Summer punched him. He kicked him, due to which he got hurt and he complained to Kiara about Summer and demanded that Summer be fired from the job. No, Summer had no idea about this. So as soon as the evening come, young master went to that Gaurav. After he treated Gaurav, Gaurav took him to family's club in. There Summers got massage from a girl named Tanvi, who was working there as well. After getting massage from her, Summer, I was giving him a tip. Tanvi happily took out a mobile and gave her UPI ID to Summer and said, Mr. Summer, this is my UPI ID. You can transfer money to this ID. Summer smiled slightly and took out of his phone and said, Okay, wait a minute. I am transferring the money you to account right now. He logged into the online banking system. I did this and transferred 1 lakh rupees to Tanvi. He understood that Tanvi was a dire need to money. So he gave her 1 lakh rupees. He had 100 crore rupees in his account. 1 lakh rupee was not a big amount for him. But this 1 lakh rupee could not have helped an innocent girl a lot. Summer praised himself to himself and said, I am a very good man. I cannot hold back from helping anyone. After giving his debt, he asked Tanvi, Tanvi, the money has been transferred from my side. Please check whether the money has been credited to your account or not. Tanvi checked her account balance and said softly, No, Mr. Summer, hasn't come yet. Then Summer remembered that if he transfers money from his platinum account to any normal account, it took almost an hour. So he smiled and looked into Tanvi's eye and said, Okay, then you wait for an hour. You will check it soon. The money will come. I will have to go now. It is in my destiny. Then I will get it. I will get it again. Summer said goodbye to Tanvi and left the booth. He had not tell Tanvi. He thought that it was unless to boost our doing good work. Tanvi's eyes lit up and as she watched Summer eating, she thought to herself, Mr. Summer's nature shows that he is a good man. He has given me at least some love and respect. He must give at least 1,000 rupees in cash. She did not see how much money Summers had transferred to her account, so he did not know how much he had given her. According to her, it was a few thousands more. If she had known that Summer had given 1 lakh rupees, she would not have fainted. When young Master Gaurav was saw Summer coming out from the bedroom, he asked jokingly, Summer bhai, how did you like the massage? Summer said to young Master Gaurav, her service was very good. Tell others and make sure no one trouble her. He was afraid that someone might harm that innocent girl. Doesn't take advantage of the situation. Young Master Gaurav was very holy living and said the reverence while rubbing his hand on his chest. Don't worry, brother. From now on, she will serve you only. No one else will be able to even touch her. Hearing her words, Summer became relaxed and teasing Gaurav. He said, "How are you? How are you? I could hear a lot of noise coming from your bedroom." Young Master Gaurav said with some hesitation, "What about your brother? All this has been possible only because of you. Your healing skills are great. I am very happy for the first time. That too only because of you. Thank you, brother." When he remembered how beautiful that girl looked, he became excited. All this was given to him by Summer. Young Master Gaurav knew that the masters had given him a lot of dignity. Without Summer, he would have remained helpless for the rest of his life. Summer patted him on the shoulder and reminded him, "Yes, but later on you must try to control your weight. Your body has just recovered. Always remember to take your food on time and eat things that will nourish your body." Gaurav smiled and said, "Don't worry, brother. I will be careful and will always follow every word you say." Summer also smiled and said to her, "This is good. Come on, I have to go now. It's already 9 in the night." Gaurav requested him, "Brother, what will you do after bringing me home? Stay here tonight and do it with me." Summer shook his head and said, "No, no, I can't stay here. Now I am leaving. I came here as per your instructions and even did the massage. But now I cannot stay here. I will have to go." "What will have to do? I am going. Bye." Gaurav called out from behind. "Wait, brother. I will drop you in the car." Summer immediately refused. "No, there is no need for this. You have just recovered. Do it now." After saying this, Summer did not even wait for her reply and calmly walked out of there. He came out of the club and started walking on the streets and breathing in the fresh air for some time. As he walked, he muttered, "Ah, it is very comfortable tonight." Of course, Tanvi's massage was very more comfortable. All this tiredness had gone away. His body and was full of energy. His stomach was completely filled. The night was dark and the rain had stopped. He stopped a taxi while walking and headed towards Nipania Palace. Young Master Gaurav himself come to drop him in this car. He was saying this to her, but he rejected his proposal. He did not want to Gaurav to know about his and Kiara's relationship. Thinking about Kiara, Summer started feeling a little guilty. He had gone there for massage and he felt little guilty, but Summer could not be blamed. Kiara was one to blame. Kiara was his wife, but after for her death, he forbade her from touching him. He had not only allowed to hug him. It was understandable that he I had gone for massage. After half an hour, Summer reached the Nipania Palace Villa number 13. He received the invitations. He pushed the door and saw that the lights were still on inside, which made him worried that someone might have attacked Kiara again. He knew that Kiara used to fall asleep very quickly due to his fatigue of the whole day, so he looked inside nervously and found Kiara sitting in the living room in front of him. So he hoped that Kiara would sleep. He had not thought that Kiara would be coming and would be waiting for him in the living room. Kiara was wearing a black formal suit. Her face was as beautiful as a bee. The suit hugged her body well. Kiara also loves to wear it at home. She did not like wearing night dresses and mostly wore formal suit. Of course, when she would go to the bedroom to sleep, she would be wearing a dhoti, but Kiara's bedroom was on the second floor, while Summer bedroom was on the first floor. That's why Summer had never seen her in a night dress. Looking at Summer, Kiara softly asked, "You have come?" Summer nodded his head and said, "Yes." He felt guilty and scared that he might be missing out somewhere. Did not get to know that he had gone to do massage and in his mind Ira and who had done this. His heart started beating fast. It was a great shock. Kara was obviously unaware of Summer's abnormality and asked lightly, "Do you decide or not?" Confused, Summer said, "No, I have not done it yet." He was not able to understand why Kiara was reacting like this. After hearing his question, Kiara smiled a little and said, "I have also finished my meal yet. Can you please get me something to eat now?" Hearing her, Summer took a sign of relief and said, "It's okay, I will make something nice right away." He was looking into Kiara's eyes. He quickly went to the kitchen and started preparing food. He did not know that Kiara was very busy today. Even though it was 9 in the night, she was still looking at company document and he did not had not eaten anything. She was very hungry, but she did not know how to eat. Whatever she had tried to do, it went wrong, and her housekeeper Maya was not home. So she could not wait for Summer to come home. Besides, she knew that Summer's food was very tasty. Meanwhile, Summer went to the kitchen and opened the door. He found some vegetables and a box of flowers. Looking at the whole things, he said to himself, "Let's make egg and flowers." Summer felt like eating the eggshell. So he took out of the egg and shells from the basket. He also took some vegetables and washed them and put in the shell. Then crushed the egg and added a pinch of turmeric and salt to it. Then he added to egg mixtures. He lit it to stove, boiled the water, added the egg and the lentils, and finally came some bok choy. Before taking out of lentils, Summer added some heat and a few drops of mustard oil, and in no time a delicious egg and lentils dish was ready. He filled two bowls and fruit and put them in a tray and come out to the living room. As soon as Kiara smelled the food, her face lit up with a joy and she said happily, "Wow, what a smell!" He had not eaten dinner and his stomach was rumbling. He picked up the bowl of the rice and started eating quickly. Kiara said while eating rice, "Rice is very tasty." She had never decorated anyone before. This was the first time he decorated someone. It was evident that the fruits and the Summer had prepared were very tasty, even though they were all was fruits. The fruits were savvy and the egg were flesh and vegetables were green leafy. It was very tasty. Summer ate the last flower and asked with a smile, "Hi, did you really the like flowers?" Kira replied with a smile, "You have really made very tasty fruits." Summer smiled happily and said, "If you like it so much, tell me next time whenever you feel like eating it, I will make it for you." Just then Kiara furrowed her eyebrows and a little asked Summer, "Oh yes, I wanted to ask you something. Today I received a complaint letter. Security Department Director Aniket said that you beat him up. What happened?" Suddenly he remembered the complaint letter he had received. Summer smiled slightly and said, "That man was very arrogant and he insulted me in front of everyone. That's why I beat him." A little anger was visible in his eyes. Kara explained to her lovingly, "Dear, he is the director of the security department and his father is the vice president of the company. Please don't be so careless in future." Summer smiled and replied, Okay, I will be careful for now, as you said. If he doesn't trouble me anymore, I will never say anything to him again. After saying this, he becomes silent for a while. But then he remembered something as he looking into Kiara's eye he asked, "Oh yes, he fired me from the job along with my complaint. You must have asked for my explosion as well. Have you also thought of expelling me?" Kiara said in a cold voice. "No, no, you are my husband. How can I fire you on someone's saying? If I fire someone from the job, then that will be the case." She was very protective and would become aggressive against anyone who would upset her husband. Kiara will definitely do it. If Aniketa's father was not the vice president of the company, she would have asked that man to write a self-criticism letter. Then Kiara finished the fruit and took a deep breath while keeping the bowl of the table, and he felt a different fragrance, which created confusion in his eyes as soon as he smelled it. She was shocked, confused. She asked Summer, "Dear, why is the strange smell coming from your body these days?" Hearing her question, Summer became nervous. He wiped the cold sweat from his forehead and tried to hide his nervousness and said, "It smells of egg and oil." But Kiara was not satisfied with his answer. She said in a slightly angry tone, "But why do you I feel that this is smell of lady's perfume? And why is this so much sweat on your forehead?" Kiara's beautiful face was full of confusion. This beauty was not like another brand of ladies' perfume she used to socialize a lot. She used such a perfume only once. Pretending to be tired, Summer said, "No, no, you are thinking so much. This is the smell of egg and coconut oil. Now don't think too much and take rest. I am also a little tired now. I am going to take rest." Saying this, he stood up and walked towards his bedroom. It was a very close encounter. He was almost caught. Walking towards the bedroom, he placed a hand on his chest and felt his heart beating faster. He had heard from somewhere these girls have a very sharp senses of smell. Now, he knew that this was absolutely true. Kara could smell the light fragrance of the perfume coming from her body. Although he himself was able to feel the fragrance only after touching his nose very closely indeed. There was fragrance of Tanvi's entertainment from his body. Kara, sitting in the living room, had a confused face and her eyes which filled with doubt. She thought to herself, "Is this really the smell of oil and wine?" Kiara was thinking all this while Tanya was sitting quietly in a place in the club. Then her eyes fell on the clock in the front of her. She was that it had been more than an hour since Summer had left. Checking the time, he took out his phone and looked at the transaction. His innocent face was still. He said in surprise, "Oh my god, this is 1 lakh rupees?" She had just received a text message from Tanvi. She thought Summers would have given her a tip of few thousand rupees at the most. She was surprised when she saw the message that Summer had given 1 lakh rupees. Tanvi's face lit up with gratitude. Holding his mobile tightly, she said, "Thank you very much, Mr. Summer." She knew that his mother would be happy with 1 lakh rupees. The opinion could have been done easily, and now he can treatment from a good daughter. She could now easily save her mother. Naturally, she was ready to fight against Summer was grateful. Meanwhile, in villa number 13, Summer and Kiara went to their respective rooms and slept. The next morning, Samar woke up very late because he was very tired. He saw that Kiara was sleeping in his room. Power needles were used to treat Master Goro and the methods by which he spent a lot of energy in it. But after a night of rest, his energy reformed and he was once again full of energy. His recovery power was always very strong. After going out, getting ready, he had to do a lot of exercise, but he did not have time to have breakfast. He immediately left for the company. Even though his speed was very fast, still he reached the company very late because he was late. He had just woken up as soon as he entered. He heard a soft voice. Mr. Summer, you are late again. He looked in the direction. Prachi was standing in front of him. Prachi was looking at Summer with some anger. She was wearing a light yellow colored dress and silver heels. She was very beautiful, so he could. She liked it. Prachi was a good and responsible employee. Moreover, she was the team leader of the sales department and was responsible for the attendance of the employees. Summer had already been late several times. This put him in trouble. Companies rules according to her. Those employees who used to come late, their attendance fees were deducted. But Summer was her good friend and she did not want to deduct her fees. Then Summer smiled lightly and said to Prachi, Prachi, I will try that. I will not lie down again. Prachi said in a silent, disappointed tone. Summer, you have done this to me many times before. I told you that you would never come late again, but you always come late. Summer had Prachi's hands and said seductively, Prachi, I need another take a chance. I promise this is the last time. Prachi's face turned red and she panicked. She freed her hand and said, Summer, we are in the office. Leave my hand. But Summer did not want to let go her in gentle hand. He said smilingly, Prachi, your hand is very gentle. Prachi got very scared. She tried to free her hand from Summer, but Summer held her hand. He was not letting go her hand. When Summer saw Prachi's face turn completely red, she was about to cry, so he left Prachi's hand. Prachi, while controlling herself, and said, Summer, start doing your work quickly and don't be late next time. Although she also liked Summer holding her hands like this, she was afraid that someone might see them. Summer smiled lightly and said, It's okay, Prachi, I am going. And he went back to his house happily. Went to his desk. Every day mornings, flirting with this beautiful girl made him very exciting. As soon as Summer reached his desk, the other employees of the sales department were surprised to see him. They remained there and started talking about him among themselves. One of them said to the other, What is this? A whole day had passed, but how is it possible that Summer had not been fired from the job yet, could it? Another said, Yes, friend. I heard yesterday that Aniket had complained against Summer so that he can't be fired from the job. Seeing everyone in such a state, Summer also expressed his satisfactions and said, Hey brothers, did you want these people to fire me from the job? These people did not like Summer from very beginning. They were afraid that he would steal their customers and they did not even welcome him properly. Now, when he started having some problems, so they started gossips continuously. Suddenly, a young man with cropped hair stood up and said sarcastically, Summer, you have impressed the director of the security department. You will be fired from job very soon. Summer smiled coldly and said, What is your name? Do I know you? You? When he heard that Summer didn't call his name, the young man with cropped hair, he got angry and said in a loud voice, Let me tell you, my name is Varun. I am one of the top three salesmen in the sales department. There were 9 employees in the sales department. Every month, they were evaluated to see their individual performance. Those who sold the most jewelry were awarded prize, and if Varun was one of the top three salespeople, then we can say that he is good skills. But Samar knew that Varun liked him. They confused him, so he asked in confusion, I don't even know you. I am not able to understand. Why do you hate me, anyone? Varun said with a cold smile, Samar, you have been working in the sales department for so many days. You are selling jewelry, but you don't sold even a single piece of jewelry. This is really a cheap thing. Do I hate worthless fellow like you? There was a look of scorn in his eyes. He was one of the top three employees in the sales department. It was natural for him to talk down upon people who made money without any doing work. Of course, his opinion of Summer was due to some Western reason, apart from the fact that he had not sold any product. Varun was cousins of Pranav. Both of them had very good relationship. When Pranav was a sales team of the leader of the team, the one was also living a healthy life. Sometimes he got some extra income in short. Life is very good. But ever since the CEO fired Pranav, Varun has been feeling a bit uneasy. His relationship with his cousins ended, and his extra income also ended. It was because of the conflict with Summer and Pranav was fired from his job. So naturally, one not liked Summer. When Summer and Prachi went to the kitty last time, it was Varun who told her cousins Pranav about Summer's whereabouts. This guy was very bad. Summer said with a cold smile and scolded Varun ruthlessly. What does this have to do with you? I wonder if you sold anything or not, as you my girlfriend or my wife, that you have taunting me like this. Hearing Summer scolding, Varun's face turned red with anger. This man's tongue was very sharp. He was very sharp. He shouted angrily. Samar, our sales department looks at performance. You did not sell anything. This is an insult to our department as well. Said as a member of the department, I have the right to speak about it. You are such a salesperson. How can you change the department? They don't any work. The whole day they just fighting. After saying this, he said to the crowd around him, What do you say, brothers? I am right or wrong? He wanted to establish a moral high ground and pursued the people around him spotted him in attacking Summer. Hearing Van's words, people around nodded their heads, agreeing that he was right because Summer had actually not sold a single product in all the time had been there. The main job of the sales department was to sell jewelry. If you could not sell the product, people naturally hated you. Summer glared at him angrily and said, Varun, I think you had any trouble. I was fine. The sales department is managed by the department's manager and director. They have to do
have no problem with me till now, but you may have to worry a little more. I am having trouble. What do you think of yourself? Hearing Samar words, Varun became even angrier. He started staring at him angrily. He was watching him, but he was not able to say anything. He understood that in such talks he can't win against war. Now, what do Varun in the next episode? What will happen in the next? Stay tuned with Sukun FM English. If you enjoy the story, please share the story and like the story and comment in below comment section.